Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a quick tarot card reading. Hello, my dear. I know you've been going through a lot, and uh, I don't know, a lot of the things you spoke about I can relate to. So on like a personal level, um, I can very much acknowledge and relate to everything you said. So I know where that feeling comes from. But on a psychic level, I'm going to do my best to ask the cards and tune into your energy, as I did hear your voice. So I have an idea, and I was already exchanging energy with you as we were typing. So I already get that feeling. But if anything, we're going to use the cards as a way to tune in as well. So I'm actually going to take off my glasses so there's not a glare. Uh, so I'm going to go through your questions here. I usually just film the cards, but it is dark, so uh, it's better for you. I feel like to make it more personal, so I'm gonna start off the reading with clearing out the energy, doing a quick little prayer. I do see the photos here, and I'm gonna just get his name here. I have his name as well. I do see that connection between you two, most definitely. So let's start off here. Alright, so we ask the universe now to reveal to this client in time what she needs to know. We ask that the information that comes through for her may come through God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading. I was asked to receive information for this client and her partner, for her as well. We ask that the information that comes through may come through God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. We ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to protect this reading, to bring healing, so that what she needs to know about that relationship is revealed, what she needs to know now for this client and this person she is wanting to know about. What she needs to know about these two. Okay. Sorry, I was just doing that for protection and being able to tune into your energy here. So, alright, so we're going to start shuffling here. I kind of close my eyes and I look at your pictures here. I do see him. I see. Okay. I do get that friendship between you two, and that history, and that just connection of like you get him and he gets you. It's like even through, like, I refer to through the shadows and the or baggage or broken pieces that you feel between you two as a whole, like maybe the insecurities as well. I feel like he has really low self-esteem as well, and you do too. So it's like you both are aware of those broken pieces about you two, and it's like you guys can um, like understand that. And I also feel like you mirror each other a lot too. So he struggles a lot with himself, I feel, emotionally and mentally. It has to do a lot with childhood trauma and as well with just traumas that he's gone through. I do get this feeling as well. It's hard for him to really communicate or to really be in touch with his feelings. I feel like it's hard for him to do that. So he like wants to escape or run away from it. As I look at his picture, that's what I'm feeling. It's like he struggles with it. And I feel like with everything that happens, so like when he goes without days missing and whatnot, it has nothing to do with you. I feel truly from the bottom of my heart. I feel like it has to do with himself. It's like he's running away from himself. And it's like he's his own ghost and he's trying to run away from his ghost or that shadow that keeps on chasing him. And there's a lot of, as well, I pick up from him, uh, like shame or embarrassment from him. Um, I don't know if it's because of his past situations or past issues or whatnot, but I do feel like he tries to run away from this other from this side of himself. And I feel like as well, like when he feels like he's trying to, it's hard for him to connect and be intimate on an emotional level. I wouldn't say physical, but more of like with words, emotional level, due to the fact that um, I feel like it's due to traumas. That's truly what I feel. And also, it's hard for him. It's like he struggles with it. So let's shuffle here, and we're going to go over your questions. The latest one I could find, it's hard to find photos, but I haven't clicked it there. Okay. You're very beautiful, by the way, my dear. You have a beautiful soul, too, when I was talking to you. I do feel like you are a starseed. I feel like you have had a lot of lives on different, like with star planets and stuff like that. I feel like you're part of a star family group. So I feel like you are very connected to extraterrestrials. If you don't know it, but I feel like you do. In a very, um, sure way. I can't explain. It's like I feel like you know or you feel it. But you're very connected to extraterrestrials. I feel like there's one working with you right now and has been working with you for a while since you were little, I feel. Um, so let's shuffle here. I just wanted to say that about you. The question is sorry. Okay, your questions was more about where do I see this relationship going, if he still loves you, things like that. I think that's what you asked me the most. So let's go over this relationship. Alright, so I'm being honest with you. I don't like sugarcoating things. I feel like you guys have a strong connection, but I see a friendship more unfolding for you both. Like I feel like you guys will just eventually be friends. Like it'll just be a really very important friendship. I feel like he'll always be an important person in your life because of everything you guys have gone through. But I don't feel like he's for you. I don't see him being that person you're going to be with, like, as lifelong partners or somebody you're going to have children with or whatnot, or have a future with on that kind of level. I just don't see that happening. There's a lot of up and down feeling about this relationship with him. And I feel like this is something you will eventually realize. I feel like you will eventually realize this, and you will realize that this is not something that you really, really want. Even though you love him, you could still love a person, but then sometimes you could love somebody and realize sometimes that they're not really for you. You have to let them go. I don't see you like eliminating him completely from your life. I see there's going to be a very strong friendship between you both. I see him being a very important person in your life, but I see eventually it just becoming a friendship. I feel as well that he's not for you. There's something stale, stale about it. Like I feel like within a couple of years you guys will not be a couple anymore. Or something within a couple of years. I would say 1 to 3 years or something like that. Within 3 years, I'm sorry, a couple of years. I just keep on hearing a couple of years where I feel like you guys will part ways, or you will like make that decision yourself. I think you will come to terms with it, and it will hurt, but you'll be okay because you guys will just stay as friends. And I think you will realize in the end that it's healthier for you and as well for him and whatever lifestyle he has or the things he does or whatnot. And I think you're going to realize that you want to discover yourself more and learn and dive more deep within who you really are and who you want to become, and and really, really connect with yourself. I feel like you're gonna want to do that. You're gonna make that decision. That's what I feel. Within 3 years or a couple of years, I feel. I don't feel like he's the one. I actually see you having children or having children around you. I'm not sure, but I see you having children. I do see you having a family and getting married. I see that for you, but I don't feel like he's the one. I don't feel like he's going to be in your energy within a couple of years. I feel like you guys are going to kind of part ways. He's going to go on his own path, and you're going to realize, hey, we can still be friends. I don't feel like it's going to be like a hatred thing or a thing where it's like, I never want to speak to you again. I feel like it's going to be kind of thing where you guys need, there's this weird feeling I pick up when I see you both. It's like you need each other in some weird way as friends. There's a good friend foundation, and he'll always be an important person in your life. So that love will always still be there on that kind of way. Um, but I see a different person for you. I see it already. Like I see that coming your way. And that's what I'm feeling. And as well, uh, I was gonna say something else. I don't know what I was gonna say. I just picked that up really quickly as I started talking and feeling. Um, oh, we have the World card for you. Very beautiful card. Represents different life cycles. Represents maybe traveling as well, traveling abroad, traveling overseas, maybe going on vacation overseas as well. Maybe this is a upcoming future prospects for traveling for you. This can also represent that, you have the whole world ahead of you. Just because this doesn't work out with him doesn't mean that there's not other fish in the sea. You know what I mean? It's like saying like you have the world in your hands. You can meet so many different people. You can manifest whatever you want with law of attraction. It's like this isn't the end, life keeps going. It's just there's so much to look forward to. It's like you have the world ahead of you. It's like there's so much to look forward to. And then again, this could also represent traveling and somewhere overseas. Somewhere maybe you're going to see overseas, or maybe you're going to deal with somebody that's from a different country. But keep all this in mind. Let me see here. Okay. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. This represents soulmates. So you guys are soulmates in your own way. I feel like he's more of a soulmate that you are going through lessons with, because there's different kinds of soulmates. We all have more than one soulmate. I feel like he's that soulmate that you have gone through trials and challenges and lessons with to learn more about yourself and learn more about what you want. Again, I don't feel like he's that person for you. So again, this is somebody that you're just going through things with for a reason, mostly for spiritual growth and internal growth. This represents there's not enough balance in the relationship. There's not enough balance in moderation. And that's what could cause that up and down feeling, that feeling of feeling overwhelmed, or feeling like there's not enough consistency or stability in this relationship to that degree of a normal, or not even normal, but a more stable relationship. Okay. And that can cause that feeling of knowing, okay, um, maybe this is not really what I completely want, even though I love him. Okay. Um, your question is, does he still love you? Let me see. I'll pull out a card here for that. But on a psychic level, like as I'm channeling through, as I'm looking at your pictures, I feel, I feel like he loves in his own way. I feel like he loves you in his own way. I feel like he loves in the only way that he can love, the only way that he's known what love is, and that's due to his past traumas, his childhood brought up, the way he was brought up childhood wise. So he knows how to love in the way he's seen love through his family and stuff like that, or in the way that he thinks love is, and that's the only way he knows how to love. So I feel like he does love you in his own way. I feel like it's hard for him to love anything in general. So it has nothing to do with you. I really want you to know that. So whenever you feel like I'm not good enough, or what's wrong with me? Why am I not completely why can't I come why don't I feel worthy enough for him? Why don't I feel like I can complete him or complete whatever it is? It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with how he is and how he loves. Everybody loves in their own different way, and in the best of our ability, we have to attract and find those people that we feel like can love us in the way that we love. So the whole point is to find somebody that will love you in the way that you love, so you guys can really love each other, because everybody has their own love language, and it's hard to love somebody that doesn't love in the same language as you do. So, but there's a strong friendship between you both. I feel very strong, and that's very powerful as well. Pull out a card for that. Let's see here. So you got the planning card. So for me, this represents this can represent that he has other things on his mind. Maybe he's planning different things. Maybe he wants to do different things. Maybe he wants to do different things with his life and he hasn't told you. Maybe he's thinking about doing other things that he hasn't talked to you about. Maybe he's just thinking of other things and he's in his own world, doing other things or wanting to do other things or being occupied with other stuff. This can just represent as well, maybe there's things are going to shift for you with him as well. Things are going to be changing, but I feel like there's definitely things on his mind that he hasn't spoken to you about, or things that he's just, he's in a different world. He's in his own world right now, and you can't be chasing somebody that doesn't want you to be a part of their world, So, especially if it's not a stable world, I wouldn't want to be a part of that world. I would want to be a part of something that I feel is where there's peace and harmony and not just comfort, but like calmness and feeling safe. And so I can't explain it, but it's that feeling of like, I feel okay, I feel good here. I feel like you can feel like that with him, but it's always up and down, and that's what can cause that off edge feeling and not knowing what's coming up next, what's happening, stuff like that. So no, this is what I'm thinking he's feeling. I'm gonna pull out one more card for you as just a little message from Spirit, and then I will end your reading there, hon. Is your last advice? What should she know? Sorry, here, what should she? I like this. The Hierophant represents healing, represents higher learning, represents wisdom, represents there's things you're learning right now, and there's things you're going through for a reason. A lot of these things you're experiencing is so that you can learn and grow. I refer to spiritual growth, and it's all part of this healing process that you're going through, and in the end, you just have to trust it. And it's okay to feel the way you're feeling. Go with it. Go with the feeling, but then trust and give your concerns and your worries to your angels and pray. I pray a lot, and I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from, I would say self-esteem issues and a fear. A lot of that stuff that you feel is all due to fear. We always say you either pick fear over love, and if you're just always in that fear, you're just never going to get close to that love. So you have to try to find a way to pick love over fear, because only anything that comes from what you're feeling is just fear. And I know you're going through those suicidal things. I've only gone through that once, and it was more of just thoughts and stuff like that. But I would always say, hon, suicide is never the answer. I believe in having faith and having hope. And even if I don't know what's going to happen, or like in a sense, like even though I don't know always what's coming up, because I'm not perfect either. I'm not God. I get feelings and visions for other people, but sometimes for my own life, I can't always tune into that. Not always. I do get dreams and stuff for myself, but my emotions get involved. So it's like you always have to just have that faith and hope and think of like, what can I do in the next 5 minutes that could make me feel better, and talk to your angels, they hear you, and ask for help from your angels and your guides. So I want to show you, I would say work with Archangel Raphael. He works on healing, and I use this little prayer card as a way to pray, and I've cried with this card, and I put it to my heart, and I cry out the pain that I have, and it helps. So I ask Archangel Raphael to assist you now in healing and being able to let go and release this pain, and to release all this turmoil that you have within yourself, and may it subside, and may you be healed. Amen. I hope you enjoyed that reading, my love, and I hope it brought some comfort and clarity. So much love, and I'm always here for you if you need me again. So bye now.